I heard you got something very expensive recently.
Yes, it is the Palavox Akasha.
Queen of Pain.
Hello guys, it's Jordan from Jordan King Review. Welcome back. Today we have a special guest, Fat Lee.
Yes.
My work wife, my colleague.
My work husband.
From Zeppelin & Co. So today we will talk about my new toy, the Accasha, but we invited Fat Lee as a guest because Fat Lee liked the sound of the Accasha. We shall see what's his impression on the Accasha, so you guys can get a third-party point of view from Fat Lee. He has good ears.
So what is this Palavox Akasha? Where did it come from?
So this Palavox, right, is actually, the brand name is Paradise plus Voice. So they plus it together, so it become Palavox. And they are the sister company of Apical. So
yes. The IEMs for Michael and
yes.
Lucifer and Blue Planet.
Yes. Yes, they are the sister company, but they do super flagship stuff like the Accasha, which selling at like $3,999 US. Okay, the Accasha, why the name? Maybe I just tell you why they name it Accasha. So Accasha, if we are not mistaken, is the Sanskrit version is called Akashic record. So Akashic record is actually a knowledge bank from up there, where it consists of like all the knowledge, all the informations from the past, from the present, and from the future. So I think why they call this the Accasha, because it just has so much detail and so much information that this IEM can give you, like as in you are draining the information straight from the Akashic record. That's why they call it this
Akasha.
The Akasha.
Yes.
Queen of Pain.
Yeah, those who play Dota will know.
So yeah, so we gotten the sets over here. What do you think about the design?
Okay, so the design is very out of this world. Like let's say it looks like alien. I don't know if you can see over here. Okay, I think Jordan will do the B-roll for this. Okay, so these lines going through it, the curves, and there's some Sanskrit writing surrounding this circular logo. Reminds me of like the one of, Overwatch got this monk hero.
Never play Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't know, like the symbol look the same. I don't play Overwatch also, but I just remember. Maybe I'm entirely wrong.
The shell is TC4 titanium shell. So it's a titanium shell, which is exact the same titanium shell with the outer ego. Yes. So, and also they have all this glittering powder. There is actually enamel paint. So all this glittering powder that make this thing very out of the world design is actually enamel paint. So I think it's the same paint that you use for like gunpla coloring and all. This is really colorful, but I personally like it quite a lot. So how's the fit? Can you fit your ear?
Okay, so for the fit, it is not a small IEM, but it's actually not too bad. You can fit me quite nicely. You can see over here. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah, quite snug. Yes, quite snug.
So of course, every year is different. If you can come down and try, important to get a good seal also. So they have many different ear tips. They have a lot of ear tips in the box.
They have, if I'm not mistaken, they have the generic one and one hybrid one, the one with silicone outer silicone one, and interior is foam. And lastly, the one is the very grippy and very, I would say, elastic kind of.
So it's like a transparent looking one, yeah.
Yeah, so all three of them, different sound, different comfort. I personally like the very generic one.
Yes.
So for you?
Same,
yes. Because the one with foam, just not the most comfortable thing to me.
It's quite hard.
Yeah, hard and stiff. The grippy one, then the sound is a little bit, I would say, too aggressive, sharp. Yeah, a bit too thin in the sound. So it has 1 dynamic drivers, 6 balance armature, 4 electrostatics, and 2 boom conduction drivers. So far, do me the math.
13?
Yes.
That's good, man. Nugget.
So it's you have the 13 drivers inside, and is worthy of the top of the line kind of setup. So if not, you wouldn't want to like get a $4,000 set with like 5 drivers. That would be like psychologically you just can't get through that. Yeah, so it has like 13 drivers per side. So Fadli, you have heard this. Would you like to like describe more on the sound?
There's a lot of expensive IEMs that come out recently. Okay, all of them are very good, but none of them can do orchestras, OSTs, game soundtrack as good as Accasha is. Oh, crazy! All of the presentation, little details like ding ding ding, the presentation you can hear is easy, it's effortless, there's energy, it's not too thin, it's full, it's cow. Okay, not so cow, but all of the instruments have its life of its own. Okay, and if you see, if I let people listen to it on Orchestra, especially at the shop, you see everybody will automatically they'll close their eyes, because what will automatically happen is like you can switch your focus. I want to listen to this. I want to listen to this. I want to listen to this, and you'll find that everything you put your mind to focus to, it'll be very clear. It'll be very apparent. It'll be its own thing. So this is the only IEM, especially for orchestras, OST, soundtrack, all of this. You will hear everything. It's how do I put it? It has its own life, it is own soul. You know, everyone is playing together. It's very, very well separated. Yeah.
Wow. I hope I can describe IEM like he does.
No, really. You really have to listen it on all these soundtracks, OSTs. This is what it's built for. Normally, I would say I want something like, hey, this IEM can play a bit more versatile tracks, a bit more versatile genres, but it's just so good at orchestras, at OSTs and stuff, that I find myself just going back. This is, oh my gosh, this song great here, this song great here. So you keep going back to it, and you just find yourself closing your eyes and going through all your soundtracks. Especially if you are a gamer, you listen to your game soundtracks. Yes. This is the perfect one, legit. Yes.
So the main reason that I gotten the Accasha is because I also listen to a lot of game track. Like, although it sounds a bit nerdy, but we do like actually listen to a lot of soundtrack. Like even older games like Genshin Impact, right? So we don't play that anymore. But still, the background music is very nice to listen to, like from Li Yue or what. So, like older games I listen to, like from Octopath Traveler, they have very, very nice arranged orchestra, arranged music that background music. Just find it very emotional and nice to listen to. And now, with the Accasha, like what Fadli said, right? It can just have the layering is so good. You'll be able to like listen to these instruments here. So usually maybe for most of the IEM out there, you can hear like maybe there's a front, slanted here, 45 degree here. That's all. So like that's all the direction that you can tell. From the Accasha, I can feel like it's almost like you can tell like there's 10 different directions here. So they're just very nice to like listen to instrumental and all. So, but what about, do you listen to this on like vocals and stuff?
I listen it on vocals as well. It will be, you know, everything. Diamond also sometimes got imperfections lah. Okay, this one on vocals, actually, if let's say J-pop can be a bit sharp, but what I found out, just because it is so revealing, right? I'll put my ears through it because I just want to listen to every single detail. Because if you listen to every single detail, it will show. And it's so clear, it's so clean, that even on tracks, I would say, to be honest, it's not as good as, for example, J-pop. I will still put myself through it because I will hear things I never hear before.
See, that's why I invited this guy to the video. He can just describe sound so good. I just hope when I grow up, I want to be like him. So for vocals, For me, I think that you are kind of right. Is slightly towards the more aggressive and bitey kind of presentations. But for male vocals, is totally fine.
Yeah, male vocals
is totally fine. And for female vocals, depends on really what you listen to. Pure female vocal, I think is really fine. Because it's going for the more airy and more of a trebly kind of presentations. So those who can take it, you can take it. But for those who are really sensitive to, like, I would say it's not that this is sibilant, just too aggressive in some way. As if you are listening to like vocals using something like a Nolly VX or an Annihilator. You use all those to listen to vocals, you will get the same sensation. It's like, wow, this is very scary if you listen for this like straight 2 hours. And forgot to talk about the bone conduction drivers, which I think some issues that customer have, because we have customer who tell us that actually the bass isn't very strong, which I think to some extent is correct, as in they don't have quantity wise, it don't have like a lot of bass. But because of bone conduction drivers here, that if you manage to get a really snug fit and for the bone conduction to work, actually they will just send out small little impact to your ear that give you the fixed sensation of bass.
So in that way, you don't get overwhelmed by the bass. The thing that I really like about this is I never felt that I want more. When I listen to all the tracks, you know, like the grand stuff is a tung tung tung. I feel it's like, wow, this is good. But sometimes IEM, when I hear, it's like, okay, I want more. Then sometimes, oh my god, this is too much. But for this, it's just nice because I'm too busy also listening out all to the little details and everything. And the bass complements it so well.
Yeah, so it just, if we want to put it into a more like so-called audiophile kind of way to explain it, is that quantity is really not that a lot, but they try to do it through like doing this impact, the vibration, not like super vibrating thing, just slight vibration through bone conduction to your ear to fake out that bass. So your music stay clean, stay clear because it's not covered by a lot of bass, but still you get that super clean signature. So I think this is what they put the bone conduction here for, which is
you can feel the music better lah. Yeah. So just to make it clear for those who haven't tried bone conduction IEMs before, it's not like all those aftershock, bone conduction. No. This is done very well in the sense that if I never say there's bone conduction, you also wouldn't know.
Yes. Can't really feel the feel unless you it won't tickle your ears if it just vibrate. So Fat, what music do you listen to?
So for this one, I was listening to Genshin stuff. Of course, the album from Lie, Rapid as Wildfires. That's the one of the battle themes. Really very nice. It slowly builds up. It's quite a lengthy track, but well, especially when you listen to it, it slowly builds up to the climax. That comes down again, and it really brings you throughout the whole thing. Usually, sometimes when I'm testing a track, I just like, okay, I skip to this part, skip to this part, skip to this part. But I find myself listening from the start to at the end without skipping. Yeah.
Wow. Yes. Again, why we invited this guy. So I listened to a track called in Octopath Traveler. So they have this track called Decisive Battle 2. Of course those battle scene in a game where it can get very intense. They try to hike up your emotions that this is a very intensive fight that you need to it's just make you to be, how to say, very stressful kind of song. So it's like, wow, so a lot of things going on, a lot of instruments. That's why listening to the Accasha is just that I think you'll forget about the game. Yeah, I think just listen to the music and all the instruments that are going on. So Fat, would you buy one?
Okay, so here's the thing. Would I buy one? Yes, definitely if I got money, but you know, right now my money is
he's getting married soon. You guys can congrats in the comments below.
So until that, then maybe hopefully the new financial advisor will approve, then okay lah.
the Minister of Finance.
Yes, everybody will get one of those, you know.
Yeah, Mrs. Fartley. Yes. So we thank you for coming here.
Thank you, Jordan, for inviting me here. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.